Hello and thanks for watching Gary Teaches Maths. I'm going to continue going through the Edexcel Maths 2018 High Tier Paper 2. So we're on question 2 now. So this is asking us to find the lowest common multiple, LCM, of 40 and 56. So what this means is, what is the lowest number that both 40 and 56 will go into? So it's a multiple of both of these two numbers. So one way we could do it is by writing both the 40 times table and 56 times table out and finding the first number that occurs in both. But that would be quite a difficult process, or quite a long process. So there is an easier way of doing it, and it's by writing each one of these numbers as a product of their prime factors. So let me just write that down. It's as a product of prime factors. So the method to do that is using a tree method, basically. So we write the 40, and what we do, we look for factors of 40. So we can see, okay, we can say, well, 40 could be written as 4 times 10. So that's a factor pair of 40. We then break it down further. We can say, well, 4 is actually 2 times 2. And because we've reached a prime number, we come to an end and we circle that. So we circle the 2 and the other 2. Then what we do, we say, okay, so let's see if we can go any further with this one. Well, 10 can be written as 2 times 5. And because we've reached prime numbers at the end, so we wouldn't be able to break it down any further, we can then circle these. So we can say, well, 40 can be written as 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. And that is prime factors, and it's a product because they're being multiplied together. So another word for product is multiplication. We can tidy that up if we wanted, because we could write it as being 2 cubed times 5. Next thing to do is repeat the process, but for the 56. So take the 56 and we're looking for, again, for factors of it. So we might first of all just spot that we can divide it by 2 because it's an even number. And it doesn't actually matter which order we go in, we're just looking for any factor pair that will go into 56. So we can say, well, 56 could be written as 2 times 28. And we've reached the end on this line, 2 being a prime number, but we take the 28 further. So we can say the 28 could be written as 2 times 14. The 2 is a prime number, circle that. Again, split the 14 up. The 14 can be written as 2 times 7, both of which are prime numbers. So we can say, right, well, the 56 then, in terms of being a product of its prime factors, is 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Or in other words, 2 cubed times 7. Now, the easiest way that I've found to find the lowest common multiple is to draw these out as a Venn diagram. So we do it like this. I'll try and make it a little bit neater actually by drawing some straight lines. There we go. So there is our Venn diagram, and try and put a circle on here. So there's one circle, and if I do another circle, what's going to happen is they're going to cross over, or I'd like them to. We'll just do that again. Right, so there's the second circle, and we can say this one is going to contain the first circle is going to contain the factors of 40, and the second circle is going to contain the factors of 56. And any that are shared, we can write in the middle. So we can see immediately we've actually got 3 2s that are in both of them. So we can write 2, 2, and 2 in the center. And then for the 56, we still need a 7, and for the 40 we still need a 5. So we can see we've got 40 is 5 times 2 times 2 times 2, and 56 is 7 times 2 times 2 times 2. And then to get the LCM, the lowest common multiple, we simply take all these numbers and multiply them together. So we can say, okay, the LCM, there we go, LCM is equal to 5 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. And if we multiply them together, we've got 5, these 3 2's, 2 to the power 3 is 8. 5 times 8 is 40 times 7. And obviously we're on the calculator paper, so you could just put all these straight into your calculator. And 4 7s is 28, and add the 0 on because it's 40. So that's it. That is the lowest common multiple of 40 and 56, which means it's the lowest number that both 40 and 56 will go into. So let's look at part B now. Write down the highest common factor of A and B. If A is this one, 2 cubed times 3 times 5, and B is 2 squared times 3 times 5 squared. I'll just write them again because that looks quite small print. So there we go, 2 cubed times 3 times 5, and B is 2 squared times 3 times 5 squared. So what we do, we go for a Venn diagram again. So here we go. And just add a couple of circles to this. There's my first circle and my second one, so we can do this a bit better. There we go. Right, so what we're going to do is we've got, this is A and this is B, and we're going to follow a similar process. So any numbers that's in both, we're going to write in the middle portion, and the rest we're going to write in the part that's just exclusively for A or for B. So we can see we've got, right, 2 squared is in both, so we can have the 2 squared, 2 times 2, just write that as a 2 squared, and then we've also got a 3 and we've got a 5 in both parts. There we go. And then what we need for the A bit, as well as all that, we need an extra 2 because the A's got 2 cubed on it, and for the B we'd need an extra 5 because it's 5 squared. Now the HCF for this one, i.e. highest common factor, which means what is the biggest number that will divide without remainder into A or B, is given by the product of the numbers that's in the centre bit, the intersection of the two areas. So we can see the HCF is going to be 2 squared times 3 times 5. So that will be 4 times 3, 2 squared is being 4, 4 times 3, 12 times 5, which is 60. There we go. So the biggest number which we're dividing into both the A and the B is 60. I hope that's been of help to you. If it has, please like our video and subscribe to our channel, Gary Teaches Maths. And if you'd like further help, look at our website, which is bestmathstutors.co.uk. Thanks for watching.